The Amherst Pelham boys basketball team and the Northampton boys basketball team. I'm Andrew Samaha, joined alongside me John Ruggiero, and we are here live at the Mullins Center. Both teams playing their first game of the season here in Amherst at Jack Lehman Court. John, we've got some players to watch for you for both sides. Let's start off with Northampton.
Well, Andrew, for Northampton, we have Namond Peters-Wolf. He is a senior guard. Last year, he averaged 17.5 points per game, led the team in three-pointers. He's going to be a huge difference for the men in blue today.
And for Northampton, the rest of their starting lineup, along with Peters-Wolf, it'll be Braden Nichols-Staples, Eli Reed, Jackson Oravec, and Luke McGrath. And as for Amherst, they're running out Trey Bowman, Sabir Douglas, Mitchell Carey, Gail Buford, and Samuel Woodruff. What can you tell us about Amherst?
Well, Samuel Woodruff, he's my player to watch, Andrew. He averaged just under 10 points per game last season for the Hurricanes, so he is someone to watch today.
Well, he'll be taking the tip-off, and it's won by Northampton right off the bat. Last year, these two teams played very close, intense battle here at the Mullins Center. Finished 61-54. There's an early slip up here. He's driving into the paint. Peters-Wolf can't get the shot to go. Rebounded by Amherst. Douglas coming back the other way. Northampton starting in man-to-man coverage here early on. Douglas driving to his right. Loses the handle of it, kicks it back out for Carey. 15 on the shot clock. Carey driving to his right, kicks it to the corner. Douglas travels inside, and a quick early turnover for Amherst will go back the other way with Northampton.
Great defense by Northampton there, not allowing Douglas to go up with it, and of course, forcing the travel. Great crowd on hand today. This is one of the most coveted matchups, I think, of the PVTO.
A local rivalry indeed, as Douglas gets the steal, goes the other way, and is blocked up against the backboard, out of bounds, and it will go back to Northampton. What an incredible block that time to prevent the 2 points.
Wow, that was certainly something from Jackson Oravec.
Jackson Oravec got up that time to pin it against the backboard. Keeps the 2 points off the board. We're still scoreless here at the 7-minute mark. Eli Reed, left wing, driving in, kicks it out to Peters-Wolf. He'll take a deep three from Cape Cod, knocks down the first shot of the game.
He led the team.
Peters-Wolf for three.
Led the team last year in 3-point scoring and gets off early on the season with that one.
High intensity, Douglas working to his left, step back jumper. Douglas no good, long rebound brought in by Northampton. Coming back the other way, Peters-Wolf up the right side. Over to McGrath. He'll pull another deep one from way downtown, no good. And Amherst the board. Buford tries to get it inside, turns it over, nice steal by McGrath. They want to push the other way with Nichols-Staples. He'll pull it back out. Big screen that time, stripped away, nice steal that time from Mitchell Carey, and a foul on the fast break. Called on Northampton's number 2, Luke McGrath.
You can just tell, Andrew, that both of these teams are ready to play this one. They're firing on all cylinders right away, just 2 minutes into the game.
And last year, these two teams squared off. It was a very intense game from start to finish. Finished 63-54. Marcielo Aquino of Amherst won the player of the game with 31 points. He is now graduated. Amherst looking to other answers. As this time it's stripped away in the paint, but another turnover quickly. Douglas tries to go up with it, tied up, and Northampton comes away with it, coming the other way. Peters-Wolf driving in, going through some contact, scoots up with the right hand on the left side, no good. Rebounded by Amherst. Buford the other way. Driving, coast to coast to his left, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. Fighting for the loose ball, and a jump ball called. And it will be Northampton basketball.
Amherst having their fair share of attacking time for themselves. Just nothing to go so far for them early in this one, but they've got to keep attacking the boards. They're getting into the paint. Northampton will break eventually.
As checking into the game now is Tylen Beckett for Amherst. As we're just checking the clock here before we inbound. Shot clock set back to 31 seconds. Inbounding from underneath, comes around up top for three. It's good for Mitchell Carey. And Amherst gets themselves on the board, tying it up at 3.
Clean look from Carey. That's exactly what Amherst needed.
Northampton's got it. Over to Peters Wolf. He'll pull another deep 3. No good. A lot of confidence early on. Offensive rebound. Northampton dribbled off his own foot and out of bounds. It'll go to Amherst. And early on, John, we're seeing Naaman Peters Wolf just pulling from just about anywhere he wants on the floor, whether it be Cape Cod or the North Shore up there.
Yes, on this beautiful Jack Lehman court here at the Mullen Center, and look for that to continue all game. He has the confidence.
Beckett driving to his right. His floater no good. Fight for the rebound. Bowman and McGrath out of bounds. It will stay with Amherst. 35-second shot clock here in these high school basketball games. 8-minute quarters. 16 seconds on the shot clock here for Amherst. Carey's got it. Gives it to the corner for Buford. Buford driving. Gets into the paint. Loses it out of bounds, but tipped. They say last touch by Peters Wolf, and it will stay with Amherst.
Buford just turning the corner there and had the angle, just had the ball swatted out of his hands. 6 seconds to shoot now.
Pass on the inbound is tipped. It is loose. Peters Wolf coming away with it the other way. Nice move behind the back. Driving. Scoop layup, no good. Fight for the rebound. And Amherst comes away with it once again.
Peters Wolf incensed that wasn't a foul.
Carey's got it right wing. Looking to get it into the paint for Woodruff. Woodruff backing him down. Goes up with the right hook, no good. And rebound by Nichols Staples. Northampton wants to run with it. Peters Wolf up ahead. Goes up with the right hand. Can't finish. And rebounded by Woodruff. Buford up ahead to Carey. Carey driving hard. Tries to pull it back. Body's on the floor. Carey comes away with it, and they call a travel on him. And another turnover early on here as these two teams going at it relentlessly.
And that's caused by Peters Wolf. Andrew diving for that ball, showing the effort early on in this game. But he's going to have to spread the wealth a little bit. He's already looking a little bit gassed, and he'll head to the bench, actually.
Well, Northampton's been all over the place, especially Peters Wolf flying around the court as they choose to give him a break here. Much needed, much earned. And for 3 that time, that's blocked. Players looking for the rebound, expecting it to come towards them. It's out of bounds. It will stay with Northampton. That 3 blocked that time on the shot by Nichols Staples. And refs calling to reset the shot clock. Kind of surprising as the ball wasn't really fully possessed after the block, but they go with it anyways. Nichols Staples, his 3 no good. Long rebound, McGrath. He's looking for somewhere to go, but he puts up a floater anyways. Rebounded by Nichols Staples. Trapped in the corner. Kicks it out. Rivera going to his right. He gets it stripped away out of bounds. And it will stay with Northampton.
You can already tell the sort of moves that Northampton has, the behind the backs, the sort of this way and that. And Rivera with a great move of himself there was able to get open, maybe put up a shot, just wasn't able to.
Nichols Staples off the inbound, catch and shoot, no good. Loose ball fought for, comes away with it is Amherst, and Douglas is running the other way now. Still tied at 3, just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Nice find into the paint by Douglas, unable to convert the layup. As we have another tie-up, a jump ball. It will go to Northampton.
Yeah, Luke McGrath that time just wasn't able to bank in the layup to break this tie.
Northampton the other way, tied at 3 still. Here in the first quarter, Peters Wolf has made his way back into the game. Nichols Staples along the baseline. His floater's good to break the tie and puts Northampton ahead by 2.
It's a beautiful shot. And we've seen a lot of shots go up that just haven't worked so far, and there's one for Northampton.
Carey thought about one from deep that time. Decides to pass it off to Bowman. Bowman almost loses the handle of it, kicks it out. Beckett's got it. Beckett over to Douglas on the right wing. Gets it poked away by Peters-Wolf, and the length of Peters-Wolf once again gives him another steal on the pickpocket. Peters-Wolf to the corner for Rivera, swinging it around. Peters-Wolf hits another three, and he's talking his talk to the crowd. Early 8-3 lead for Northampton, and Amherst will take a timeout.
Looking right at the Amherst student section and getting a warning from the referee. But he is fired up.
And how can you not be playing here at the Mullins Center on Jack Lehman Court for these high school kids? Got to be a great experience. But we're going to head to a quick short break here for timeout. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this broadcast of the Pioneer Valley Tip-Off, which is presented to you by the Oak View Group. And its live broadcast is sponsored by the Valley Blue Sox. The Valley Blue Sox are a premier summer baseball team competing in the New England Collegiate Baseball League. With over 75 MLB draft picks, the Blue Sox have been one of the go-to spots for college baseball players with eyes on the next level. Come out next summer to Mackenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Mass. to catch the Blue Sox live. So we are back underway here from Jack Lehman Court, and a foul underneath. Hand check called on Alexander Udodo of Northampton, as he will head to the bench, and Jackson Oravec checks back into the game. Inbound underneath for Amherst. Carey gets it on the right wing. Gets it inside to Camara. Camara back out to Carey. His three-pointer is blocked by Eli Reed. And here comes Northampton the other way. Eli Reed driving to his left. Kicks it to the corner for three. No good by Nichols Staples. Loose ball being tipped all around. Northampton comes away with it once again. Oravec to the paint. His shot is blocked out of bounds by Samuel Woodruff.
Samuel Woodruff, my player to watch. What a block right there, but that whole sequence was created by Oravec, who tipped the rebound out, and it came back to him, who put up the layup, but Woodruff denies him.
As deep three this time from Peters-Wolf, no good off the right iron. Offensive rebound once again by Northampton. Inside it's Reed, kicks to the corner, Rivera. Rivera puts up a floater, no good, too strong that time. And Amherst coming back the other way. Buford driving to his left. And he's, no, not fouled on the way up, tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Amherst.
I'm not even sure I saw ball contact. It looked like it was right on the hands, but Northampton will take it. It'll stay Amherst ball, just under a minute to go in the first quarter.
As you see Buford driving to his left here. Oh, man, a good job by Peters-Wolf, actually. Tips that ball right out of bounds. Didn't look like he got him on the arm, actually, but 50 seconds and counting here left in the first quarter. Amherst scored just 3 points here in their hometown here at the Mullins Center, down 8-3, and poked away once again. Another turnover forced by Northampton. Henry Callan hands off to Peters-Wolf at the power U. To the corner for Reed. Reed over to McGrath. McGrath, top of the key. Swinging it back around to Peters-Wolf. He'll pull another three from the left wing, no good. Ball tipped around and rebounded by Amherst. Douglas trying to push the other way, dribbles between defenders and turns it over. Eli Reed, 8 to shoot on the clock. McGrath will shoot from the corner, that's a 2. No good, tipped out of bounds. It will stay with Northampton with 3.6 left in the quarter.
I mean, not much of a reason for Douglas to sort of go running down the court right there. He had lots of time, 15 seconds to go, but turned it over.
As just 2 to shoot here, Peters Wolf will throw up a 3 from the right wing. He got it right before the buzzer. Have yourself a quarter. Naaman Peters Wolf puts Northampton up 11-3 here in the first, John.
And this time he'll run to the bench without much of a celebration. Peters Wolf once again on the board with the buzzer beater to end the first quarter.
And Naaman Peters Wolf leading all scorers, of course, early on here. 3 3-pointers to start things off. But we will head to a break here. When we come back, second quarter action from the Pioneer Valley tip-off. Welcome back to the Mullins Center here. So we have a boys basketball matchup between Amherst and Northampton. Amherst trailing 11-3 early on here, John. What have you seen from both teams?
Well, I've seen a whole lot of Naaman Peters Wolf, Andrew, and Northampton's done a great job at getting in passing lanes, being defensive on the Amherst rushes, but Amherst just has to find a way to stop Peters Wolf if they want to stay in this game.
Amherst just 3 points up to this point. It's been a real struggle from the floor as Douglas has it. Douglas driving to his right. His shot is blocked once again by Eli Reed, but it will stay with Amherst.
It's a nice block right there by Eli Reed.
Inbound comes into Woodruff. Woodruff inside, poked away, but stays with it. Peters Wolf getting himself at the passing lane once again. Can't come up with it. Carey's got it. The only 3 points for Amherst have come from Mitchell Carey. Buford over to Douglas. Douglas will pull a very deep 3. 25-footer, no good. Offensive rebound, Amherst. Missed, but another offensive rebound. And blocked out of bounds by Luke McGrath. And Northampton's been everywhere shot blocking today.
Yeah, they have Peters Wolf on one end knocking it down from long range, and now they have their big men in the paint making these great blocks.
Buford's got it. Swings it over to Carey. It's been these two, Buford and Carey, have played every minute so far for Amherst. Carey gets it over to Woodruff. Woodruff backing down. Spins to his right, goes up with the right hook. His shot is good. Samuel Woodruff is on the board, and Amherst has cut the lead down to 6.
That's what Woodruff needs to do. He was one of the leaders last year for this Amherst team. Needs to continue to get into the paint.
And a foul called this time on Amherst's number 5's Sabir Douglas. Not many fouls early in this game for a game with so many steals and blocks. Both teams doing a good job keeping their hands off of each other.
Well, and that foul is just the Amherst coach, Jamal Jackson, telling his guys to get closer onto Peters Wolf during that last timeout. And now Mitchell Carey will take a seat for Amherst.
As Peters Wolf catches the inbound, it's him, McGrath, Oravec, Nichols, Staples, and Rivera on the floor as Peters Wolf's 3 is no good, and Buford comes away with the rebound. Buford looks inside to Douglas. Douglas walks with it on the catch, had nowhere to go with it, and another turnover for Amherst. And Northampton will take a timeout with 6:28 to play, leading 11-5 over Amherst Pelham. We will take the break with them and be right back here from the Mullins Center at the Pioneer Valley Tip-Off. Welcome back to the Pioneer Valley tip-off here. Northampton leading 11-5 over Amherst early on. 9 points from Naaman Peters-Wolf, our player to watch coming into the game. Averaged 17 points a game last year. Up to 9 early on in their first game of the year. As McGrath will pull a 3 from the top of the key, no good. Amherst comes away with the board, that's Buford. Buford bringing it across half court, nice shifty move. Kicks it back out, and that'll be an over and back for Amherst. Another turnover that time. So he was trying to find Carlos Marks, threw it over his head, and a turnover.
And now for Amherst, it's just a couple unforced errors, Andrew. And can't really do that when you're down 6, heading towards, or inching towards halftime at least.
Pretty low scoring game to this point. We're through about 10 minutes of total play. Just 11-5 is your score. Peters-Wolf receives a hard screen that time. Kicks it to the corner, McGrath. Driving, kicks it back out to Peters-Wolf. He'll pull from the elbow. His shot is tipped and short. And last touched out of bounds by Camara, who will stay with Northampton. The Amherst fan section letting Peters-Wolf hear it early on after he was chirping at them earlier after hitting a very deep 3 before the shot clock buzzer. Receives the inbound, kicks it around. McGrath will pull a 3. No good. Once again, offensive rebound by Northampton. Peters-Wolf will take another one from the wing. He's got another one, and he's letting the crowd hear it once again. Naaman Peters-Wolf up to 12 points out of Northampton's 14, and they lead by 9.
Properly rated Peters-Wolf. Once again, another 3-pointer. And once again, another unforced error by Amherst.
That ball just slips right through the hands of Camara, and Peters-Wolf lets out another big roar on the turnover. Amherst just struggling to get any sort of offensive flow early on here. Rivera's got it, top of the key, working on Woodruff. Steps through, kicks to the corner. Graff working inside. Has it poked loose. Rivera comes away with it, but steps out of bounds, and this will be a Northampton turnover now.
Amherst needs to take advantage when Northampton makes a mistake of their own, because we've seen, almost halfway through this game, they're not going to make many mistakes.
Buford, Douglas, Marks Jr., Bowman, and Woodruff are the 5 for Amherst. On the floor looking to cut into this 9-point deficit, 14-5, just under 5 minutes to play. Buford will pull a 3, no good. Peters-Wolf comes away with the board. To his right, Peters-Wolf puts up a floater, blocked but fouled by Samuel Woodruff, and he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
You don't know if Peters-Wolf is going to just pull up from 3 or try to work into the paint. That time he did, challenged Samuel Woodruff, and Woodruff takes the foul.
His first free throw is up off the front iron, rolls around and in, making a double-digit game, 15-5. Second one is up and in. Leading by 11 now. Northampton looking to get another stop. Douglas working into the paint. Nice pass to Woodruff. Woodruff through the contact from Reed, puts it up and in. 16-7, Northampton up by 9.
And Amherst has been able to get it inside just like that many times, and great finish there.
And a nice pass inside to find Oravec, who gets fouled and will head back to the line. So we take another look at this bucket. Nice job by Woodruff. Eli Reed got his hand on the ball. Woodruff, a nice job finishing. Oravec at the line, shooting 2. His first is up and in. Carey checks back into the game for Amherst. Jackson Oravec, his sister, playing for the Northampton women's team. And they just demolished the Amherst girls. She won player of the game, his sister. Now looking to do the same himself, but early on looks like it's been Peters Wolf as he misses the second free throw. And Amherst will come back the other way, up down by 10.
Yeah, Oravec definitely has some tough competition when it comes to the potential player of the game in this one. But yes, Northampton already, I guess, 1-0 in these 2 matchups tonight. 1 and 0, I should say.
Douglas working to his left. Nice kick inside to Woodruff, just couldn't handle it. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Amherst. Northampton looking around a bit confused.
And Woodruff with a big smile on his face, so probably got away with one.
Down, swings around, over to Douglas, guarded by Callan. Gets the screen from Woodruff. Douglas over to Buford. Buford driving in. Almost loses a grip of it, but goes up and puts it over the arms of Oravec. And Amherst down by 8.
That's what they're going to need, just a little bit of a run here before halftime.
Buford meeting Peters Wolf at midcourt, drives to the hoop, looking for the foul, can't get it. Goes out of bounds, and it will head with Amherst's way. Peters Wolf unhappy with that one.
This time just a great shot by Amherst to put it in and cut the lead. It was Buford.
Nice step through by Woodruff that time. Draws the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Foul on Oravec.
This has a chance to cut the lead down to 6, a 2-score game. Should Woodruff convert on both. Amherst heating up just a little bit.
Woodruff at the line. His first free throw is good. Woodruff, our player to watch coming in today, the junior forward, of course, from Amherst. His second free throw, no good off the front iron. Northampton comes the other way up by 7, 3:20 left to play in the first half. And an illegal screen called on Oravec. We will head the other way.
Just barely put out his elbow there, just a little bit too much, and Amherst with more of a chance to cut into the lead here.
Nathan Looper checks into the game for Oravec, who just picked up his second foul. Here in high school basketball, you play up until 5 personal fouls as a foul out. It's that way all throughout your time playing basketball, really, unless you reach the NBA, where then it becomes 6 personal fouls, as Carey will throw up a 3, no good. Woodruff the rebound, and he's fouled on the way back up by Eli Reed. He will head back to the line once again for 2 shots to try and make this a 5-point game.
And Amherst, they've been in the point most of this game so far on their attacking attempts, and now they are getting rewarded for that.
Struggle early on for them to score. There's Woodruff's first free throw off the front iron, no good. As they just weren't able to get many shots up in that first quarter, too many turnovers, as they start to pick it up a bit here in the second quarter, up to 7 points in the second. It's Woodruff's second free throw off the front iron once again. Peters Wolf the rebound. 3 minutes to play, Northampton up by 7. Reed has it at the foul line. He's fouled by Woodruff on a reach-in attempt. Just not a foul you want to pick up from one of your star players.
unnecessary on that one.
Inbound comes in deep to Peters Wolf, swings it over to the wing. Looper kicks it back out to Peters Wolf, driving to his right, pushes off, steps back. Jump shot no good, but they're going to call the foul on Amherst, Trey Bowman. And Peters Wolf looks like he'll head to the line for 2 shots.
And more free throws from Peters Wolf as this game kind of settles down just a little bit as we get even closer towards halftime.
Peters Wolf hits his first free throw. Put Northampton back up by 8, 18 to 10, 2:45 to play in the first half. The second, also good. 19 to 10 in this season opener for both squads here at the Mullins Center in this Pioneer Valley tip-off. Douglas has it on the right wing. Northampton moving to the 2-3 zone now as Douglas drives. Nice feed into the paint for Trey Bowman for the easy layup.
A great pass in front to Bowman, who banks it home. Amherst needs to keep it up.
Push called this time on Gale Buford on the body, and that'll send Peters Wolf back to the line.
You see here on the replay, it's Douglas again, finds Bowman in front. Sabir Douglas, that's the second or third pass in front he's made. That's a bounce pass that's allowed Amherst to score with the layup.
Peters Wolf knocks down both free throws. 21-12. Northampton back up by 9. Douglas right across the power U now. Gets the screen from Woodruff. Working to his right, tries to feed Woodruff. A nice bounce pass into the paint. Woodruff goes up, and Woodruff is on a scoring streak himself for Amherst. Peters Wolf working on Douglas. Nice move going to his left. Stops on a dime for a jump shot. Short. Rebound fought for. Amherst comes away with it. Carey up ahead to Bowman. Bowman kicks it out. Douglas driving straight in. Goes up and under. Beautiful move by Sabir Douglas. And Amherst cuts it down to a 5-point game.
Sabir Douglas, he's had himself a couple of great assists in this one, and now he's got himself a beautiful over-under basket there. Great play by Douglas. Amherst heating up.
Amherst fan section starting to get into it now as Bowman comes away with a rebound on the Northampton miss. They've got numbers. Carey will shoot from 3 in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Amherst, but thrown through the legs of Woodruff. Northampton will come away with it.
Last thing they needed there was a turnover, but once again you see there the Douglas layup, and he's fired up.
Beautiful job by Douglas going right up and over. That takes a lot of athleticism for a move like that nowadays.
You can pull it off?
Maybe in my heyday I can pull it off, John. I don't got the same jumping ability as I used to back in high school, but maybe back then, not anymore. A nice block by Woodruff that time on Nicholas Staples, who's slow to get back up the floor. The other way, Beckett, his shot is blocked. And another block by Northampton. Cuts down the attempt. 21-16, Northampton, 40 seconds left. Will take a timeout here. Just 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Northampton, through a great defensive effort, finds themselves up by 5 here at the Pioneer Valley tip-off here at the Mullins Center. We are back live from the Mullins Center here on Jack Lehman Court for the season opener between Amherst and Northampton. Northampton holding a 5-point lead, John. What have you seen from Amherst in this game as they try to cut into the lead that was once double digits?
Well, specifically, Andrew, on the fast break attempts down the court, towards the beginning of the first half, they resulted in a lot of turnovers, but now they're resulting in more points, and that's allowed Amherst to cut into this lead.
So we're just north of 30 seconds left to play in the first half here. Nice job by Carey getting on the floor for the turnover. Better job by Peters-Wolf, never giving up on the play, stealing it away. Almost lost it though, driving in, kicks it to the corner. Nicholas Staples swings it around. Rivera for three, top of the key. Off the right iron, bodies flying all around. Amherst will come the other way. 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds to go. Saya's shot no good. Long rebound attempt. Tried to save it, but no good. It will be a turnover for Northampton with 5.7 left in the second quarter.
Amherst just had more time right there. Obviously, they're not going to have another chance to shoot after that one. Would have liked to see them maybe just get the last shot, take another chunk of this Northampton lead into halftime, but now Northampton has a 5.7 seconds to extend their lead. The refs are having some conversation.
As the refs have a conversation, Amherst heads to their bench to drop a defensive formation. I think there's some concern over Peters-Wolf, who hit the deck pretty hard. He will walk towards the Northampton bench on his own power, which is good, holding his jaw. So we hope Naaman Peters-Wolf is all right, as they will no doubt check on him over on the bench. As in his place, Henry Callan checks back in for the final 5.5 seconds, just about. Amherst going into a full court press to make sure this shot is as difficult as possible to get off. Callan looking for somewhere to go with it, gives it to Rivera. Rivera will chuck up from half court. No good. And that'll close our first half. Northampton up 21-16 over Amherst.
And we'll end with some highlights here to close out the first half, but it was a good one, Andrew. Northampton, of course, leading 21-16, and Amherst with a late push late in that first half, but I think the Hurricanes probably have some more to give and wish they were able to get some more out of that late push. But
it's been the dominant performance of Naaman Peters-Wolf early on to give Northampton this lead. But Northampton up 21-16. We will head to the half. Don't go anywhere. We've got Hooper James performing at the half here on Jack Lehman Court. Don't go anywhere. This is the Pioneer Valley tip-off presented by the Oakview Group.
All right, y'all, my name's Hooper James, and I'm gonna rap some songs for you guys. You guys can play it, okay? See if I can hear it. All the delays, OD. Yo? All right. I can't hear it too well, but let's rock. Y'all might not think that is... Yo, can we turn these off maybe? And just play it over there? I can't hear it too well. The delay is really bad. Whatever, ready? Yeah. All right, I'm feeling it. Okay, bounce. Okay, yeah. Okay, turn up. Bestseller is my manifesto. New York Times, who ride in the metro. Soul's ancient, but I'm just a retro. I'll disappear without the presto. No one told me to get out of the household. When I left, it was never a hassle. No family, we couldn't just travel. He was dealing with shit in the capsule. Shit. The fact of the matter is I'm kind of tough. Hey, yeah. I grew up on cereal, PB, and Fluff. Wait. No breakfast and dinners were never enough. Yeah. I've done things that could put me in cuffs. Yeah, I just wanna make all the wrongs right. Memories holding my mom's right. Well, I had to be stronger than Popeye. Barely double digits, but I got by. Then when I was a teen, it got high. Upside down and cockeyed. I had to make church on the clockwise. 5 cabinets of pain in the archives. My boys that turned into dark eyes. In the mirror, I couldn't ever lock eyes. I was unhealthy like carbon monoxide. Obese and I couldn't just drop size. Lacking and breaking up Popeyes, so I changed my ways and I raised my stock price. It's been a long week, so I'm talking in mellow. Michael and Forbes and Cole on Loretto. The voice in my head like an echo. I live in this, my head in this, and y'all can hold this. All y'all can let go. Always that sauce, expensive like pesto. Chip on my shoulder, wake up for the get-go. Yeah, it's been a long year, but I'm still trying to chill. Ready for hate, cause I know that I will. No one fulfill me, I know the stage will. My loved ones are dying, who knows how I feel. Constantly trying to move up the queue. Just trying to do before past the kids. Disease and killing a lot. Still got a finesse like I'm taking a lot. I got a dream, I'll give it a shot. All that I need, 3 months in the car, and the thought you can show my formation and stocks. And the watch I ain't rocking with digital clocks. Private the cover for all that I've lost. Often I wonder when I'm taking off, the king of the north. Present. My voice like a Nancy the present. ASMR playing hoop in the car when it is in a bar till I finish the sentence. Bob on my match, crack the code, the facts are cold. Yeah, I be stressing. I never show it though. You be solo, but what I get involved is calm and flexing. Yeah. It's been a long week, so I'm talking it mellow. Michael and Forbes, Cole on Loretto. The silence, the voice in my head like an echo. I live in this, my head in it, and y'all can hold this. Oil can let go. Always that sauce, expensive like pesto. Chip on my shoulder, wait before the get-go. Yeah, man, that's that one. Did that sound about right? The delay? That sounded cool? Alright, bet. Okay, ready. Alright, with the delay, I was gonna do an activity, but I don't know if I can. So, alright, we're gonna try it, alright? Alright, so I got some lyrics. My name is Hooper James. My real name is Hooper. So people ask me, can you hoop? The answer is yes. But I wrote some lyrics and kind of go off that, okay? Alright, so I'm gonna need you guys to hold on to the tempo. I'm gonna try it again, but we're gonna see what happens. Ready? Okay. They're like, Hooper, can you? Hold on, bro, wait, hold on. The delay is so bad. I'm gonna just start it, and then if you guys can catch up, run it back. We gotta try this. They like, Hooper, can you hoop? I'm like, yeah, and I'm cute. I'm on many rosters. Sometimes I play the 2, I got that money posture. The way I stand up in the booth, dude, I can't do it. The delay is screwing me up, man. Alright, yo, we're just going to my next song. It's called Committee, and it started today, okay? Or it came out today, rather. Alright, let's rock. You guys can play that. Thank y'all so much. My name's Hooper James. Follow me on Instagram. all of you know. But thank you guys so much.
Welcome back to the Pioneer Valley tip-off here at Jack Lehman Court at the Mullins Center as we have a matchup between Northampton and Amherst boys basketball teams. Northampton leading 21-16 at the break. We'll take a look at some stats from the first half, John.
Yeah, you see there on the screen, Amherst actually leading in field goals made, 7 for them, 5 for Northampton, but the 3 ball has been the story of the game for Northampton, 4 3-pointers made, and of course Amherst 8 turnovers compared to Northampton's 4. So both teams equal in rebounds, but threes and turnovers definitely the story of the game, Andrew.
And 3 of those 3-pointers in this game coming from Naaman Peters-Wolf, who's right in front of us for this inbound here as we're just about set to start the second half. The Amherst boys team breaks the huddle. Northampton 5 is Peters-Wolf, Braden Nichols-Staples, Luke McGrath, Jackson Oravec, and Eli Reed. And as for Amherst, it's Xavier Douglas, Gail Buford, Samuel Woodruff, as that shot is, they're not going to say it's deflected, they're going to say it's out of bounds. Last touched by McGrath, and we'll go back to Amherst. But as I was saying, Douglas, Buford, Mitchell Carey, Trey Bowman, and Samuel Woodruff for Amherst. Trailing by 5. Douglas thought about a 3, will kick it into Woodruff. Woodruff has it poked loose by Orbeck, but stays with it. Carey calling from the screen for Woodruff. Doesn't use it, goes to his right, goes straight at Oravec. Stays showing straight up. Woodruff with the rebound. He can't get the follow, and Northampton coming away with it. Peters-Wolf inside to Oravec, swinging it around. Staples hands off to Peters-Wolf. McGrath will be called for a walk, and a Northampton turnover gives Amherst the ball once again.
Once again, Andrew, Amherst needs to take control and any sort of momentum when they are given an opportunity to do so. Northampton there with a turnover.
Carey's got it the other way. Swings it over to Bowman. Bowman driving to his left, over to Douglas. Douglas thought about a 3, will drive instead, and he turns it over. Nice steal by Nichols-Staples. Eli Reed. Eli Reed finds himself wide open for 3 from the wing. A bit too strong that time. Douglas the long rebound. Amherst is running. Carey, nice move, fouled. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws, fouled by Braden Nichols-Staples.
And Nichols-Staples with a smart foul right there, and you see it there on the screen. But yes, the foul for Amherst, a chance to cut into this lead.
Mitchell Carey at the line. His first free throw is up, and it is good. It's down to a 4-point game as Amherst, after scoring just 3 points in the first quarter, bounced back with 13 in the second. They've cut the lead down from what was once an 11-point game down to 4 as he rims around the second free throw. And another Northampton turnover. Carey comes away with the loose ball. Tries to hand off to Bowman, and it's tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Amherst.
And all of a sudden, Andrew, Amherst has a chance to make this a 1-score game.
6:23 left to play in the third quarter. Douglas has it poked loose by Peters-Wolf, comes away with the steal, and another body hits the deck. A steal for Amherst right back. And Bowman is fouled on the way up. He'll head to the line. Balls flying all over the place. Turnover after turnover. Amherst has another chance to take advantage.
You'll see the replay here. Douglas just dribbling a little bit too close to the Northampton players. Diving for it there, and then another dive by Mitchell Carey that knocked it loose. Good play by Mitchell Carey to allow that whole sequence to continue for the Hurricanes.
So Bowman makes the first free throw. 3-point game. Second one is up. Rim and in, and it's a 2-point game. Once again here at the Mullen Center, 21-19. Both teams looking to start their season 1-0. Eli Reed gets the screen from Oravec. And Reed throws this one away. Another Northampton turnover, and Amherst with a chance to tie or take the lead here.
I'm not sure exactly how much by the Northampton led Amherst, but it was almost close to double digits.
It's a nice take by Buford to tie the game, but was once an 11-point game. We now find ourselves in a dead heat, 21-21 under 6 minutes to play. McGrath over to Nichols-Staples, who steps out of bounds. And another turnover for Northampton gives Amherst the chance to take the lead this time. That That is now 4 consecutive possessions for Northampton with a turnover.
I'm surprised you're not seeing a timeout.
These are the situations in games where you typically would see that timeout come into play, John. Northampton elects otherwise. Douglas looks inside, stolen away by Peters Wolf. Another great job by him playing as a free safety, jumping the pass. He comes up the floor and pulls a 3, knocks it down. Eamon Peters Wolf, once again, his 4th 3-ball of the game puts Northampton back up by 3.
And that's what Northampton was missing for just a little bit of a long while there in this early portion of the second half.
And Woodruff catches himself too far under the hoop, can't get the layup to fall. Northampton, the rebound, comfortably coming back up the floor is Peters Wolf. Peters Wolf driving to his right, goes up with the layup, no good. Fight for the rebound, goes out of bounds and stays with Northampton.
And Peters Wolf has the ability to just completely take the game into his own hands and extend this Northampton lead should he be given the opportunity to, while Amherst has to claw their way back and fight as hard as they can.
McGrath finds himself wide open on the wing for 3, no good. Rebounded by Carey. Well, we've got 45 total points scored in this game, 21 by Amherst, 24 by Northampton, and Peters Wolf has 21 for Northampton. It's a 3, no good, and an offensive rebound by Woodruff, fouled and one with a chance to go to the line to tie the game.
Stars on both ends. Woodruff for Amherst, Peters Wolf for the other. Woodruff now with a chance to complete the 3-point play. And one.
And Woodruff, who averaged just over 9 points a game last year, is up to 9 today. Chance to make it double figures at the line. His free throw is short. It's been a struggle for him at the foul line today. Just 1 for 5, but Amherst down by 1 nonetheless. And Mitchell Carey called for the foul on the body that time on Peters Wolf. (24-23), 4:27 to play here in the third quarter. McGrath finds himself wide open for 3 again, rims out, fight for the rebound. Eli Reed comes away with it. Almost loses it, but comes back around with it, and a nice scoop shot from the right side.
That's brilliant effort by Eli Reed right there, fighting for the rebound. Is able to come down with it after a couple attempts and then is able to put home the rebound.
Douglas working on Callan, step back jumper, and a nice shot by Severe. Douglas on the step back, finds himself on the board. 26-25 now, the crowd's getting into a 1-possession game in this rivalry season opener. Peters Wolf kicks it out to Eli Reed, no good on the layup, grabs his own miss. Offline once again, Rivera fighting for the rebound, goes out of bounds, will stay with Northampton.
Man, this game is really heating up here with 3:30 to go in the third quarter.
Peters Wolf shooting that one from Amherst. No good that time. Amherst comes away with it. Douglas working on Callan. Nice move into the paint, feeds it off to Woodruff again, but he can't convert the layup this time. And a nice defensive stand by Eli Reed on Woodruff. Reed driving coast to coast, kicks it to the corner. McGrath, wide open 3. No good, front rim. Rebounded by Amherst. Buford up to Carey. Carey rises up, wanted to dunk it, couldn't get up there, but nice finish nonetheless. Puts Amherst ahead for the first time all game, 27-26. Amherst leads Northampton. Callan driving in, nice kick out to McGrath. Over to Peters Wolf. Peters Wolf driving to his left. Looks like he just slipped that time, but they'll call Carey for the foul. That's big for Amherst. That's Carey's second personal foul in the last minute and a half. As Camaro will check in for Woodruff here for Amherst. 2:43 left. Full shot clock for Northampton. Inbound comes in to Nichols Staples. To the wing for Reed. Reed driving in. Creates some space. His shot no good. And Bowman the rebound. working on Peters Wolf. Nice move, spinning around him and putting up the right-handed hook shot. Amherst up by 3, their biggest lead of the day.
Buford absolutely fired up after that one.
Nichols Staples open for 3. He can't get it to fall. Amherst coming back the other way. They're pushing it. Bowman driving to the hoop. He's fouled. Can't convert the and one. The Amherst fan section ready to explode that time.
They certainly would have. And you'll see Buford here with the spin move and gets it to go. Couldn't be more hyped as Amherst has a 3-point lead now, looking to extend it.
His first shot at the line is good to put Amherst up by 4. Buford will check out. Carey back into the game. Bowman at the line, excuse me. Bowman second is good. Amherst goes back up by 5. And a deep 3 from Peters Wolf once again. Can't convert this time. Offensive rebound. McGrath cleans it up and puts it in. Cutting the lead down to 3.
It's big for McGrath right there as Peters Wolf tries to sort of put some fire back into his team. But McGrath, who's missed a couple shots tonight, able to get the rebound and put it into the basket, cutting this back to a 1-score game.
McGrath on the board for the first time today. His first 2 points of the game. Kamara's got it in the paint. Kamara working to his right. Nice move, steps back, fade away. No good. Offensive rebound, Amherst. Douglas comes away with it, and he's fouled inside, and he will head to the free throw line.
I'll tell you, Douglas has some moves in the paint, Andrew, and I'm not sure he's been the superstar of today, but he's certainly caught my eye. And he'll well-deservingly head to the line.
Douglas has put on a great show with the ball in his hands so far today. Just 4 points, but 4 assists. And that offensive rebound here, he's got a chance to make it 5 and 6 at the line. Rims out the first free throw. And he had that very pretty up and under layup in the first half. And he's done a great job moving the ball inside. Great open looks in the paint. His second shot at the line is good. 32-28, just over a minute left in the third quarter. McGrath hands to Peters Wolf. Peters Wolf look, trying to create some space, can't. Gets it over to Reed. Reed has it poked away, but he'll stay with it. Outside, McGrath. This Carey almost jumped that pass, finds Peters Wolf wide open in the corner for 3. Another one for Naaman Peters Wolf. That's his 6th 3 of the game, and he's up to 24 points.
Well, Carey abandoned Peters Wolf by trying to jump the lane, and then what do you know? He's open for yet another 3-pointer.
Carey's mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound tipped by Peters Wolf over to Oravec, and Northampton coming back the other way with a chance to take the lead. Nichols Staples driving in is fouled. And a chance to head to the line to take the lead with 30 seconds left in the quarter.
What a back and forth battle we have here at the Mullins Center. Northampton once led by 11 points, and now this game is tied, but Amherst came all the way back to be up as much as 5. It's certainly been a good one.
Like you said, Amherst led by 5. That was their largest lead, and Northampton by 11 as Staples can't convert the second free throw. As we've got 30 seconds left in the quarter, no shot clock. As Carey will be called for a travel driving in, had the chair pulled out from under him by Eli Reed and an Amherst turnover. As Northampton will take over 25 seconds, looking to take the lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Amherst did that at the end of the second half, Andrew. Turned over the ball with a chance to have the last shot. They didn't elect to do so, and they went too quick and turned it over. But now Northampton has a chance to take the last shot, should they elect to do so.
15 seconds left on the game clock. Peters Wolf working to his right, step back. That's a long 2, no good. Long rebound fought for Reed, comes away with it. Over to Peters Wolf, wide open in the corner for 3, no good. And Douglas will not get a shot off at the end of the quarter. 32-32 is your score here from the Mullins Center. We've got an intense rivalry matchup between crosstown rivals, Amherst and Northampton, here at the Mullins Center in the Pioneer Valley tip-off. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Mullins Center here for getting ready for the fourth quarter here between Northampton and Amherst. I'm Andrew Sma, joined alongside John Ruggiero. This broadcast of the Pioneer Valley Tip-Off is presented to you by the Oak View Group. The live broadcast is sponsored by the Valley Blue Sox. Valley Blue Sox are a premier summer baseball team competing in the New England Collegiate Baseball League. With over 75 MLB draft picks, the Blue Sox have been one of the go-to spots for collegiate baseball players with eyes on the next level. Come out next summer to Mackenzie Stadium in Holyoke, Massachusetts to catch the Blue Sox live. Douglas will cross the Power U to start off our fourth quarter. Douglas over to Camara. Carey gets the screen from Woodruff. He'll step back for three from the wing. No good. And rebounded by Reed. Carey looking for the steal, but can't come away with it. Nicholas Staples will step back for three from the corner. No good. Long rebound comes out to Buford. Buford to Carey in the corner. Inside to Camara. Camara feeds inside to Douglas. Douglas gives that extra pass to Woodruff once again. His fifth assist of the game, and Woodruff into double figures with 11 points.
Fifth assist for number 5, Andrew. Once again, it was one of those bounce passes in the paint. Great stuff from Douglas.
Could have gone up with himself, but the unselfish play to kick it off to Woodruff. And Amherst finds himself up by 2. Peters Wolf's got it on the wing. Guy to look out for. He'll throw up another 3. He's got another 3. Naaman Peters Wolf with his 7th 3 of the game on 13 attempts, and he's up to 27 points. And Northampton goes back up by 1. Douglas in the corner. He'll step back for 3. No good. Long rebound to Reed. Peters Wolf will come the other way. And he is fouled hard by Mitchell Carey. Solution, I guess. You can't stop him from behind the arc. You got to get a little bit physical with him.
He's certainly been beaten up a little bit today. He's hit his face hard on the floor, and now he's limping a little bit with his right leg, I believe. He's certainly taking a little bit of a beating, but it's been the Peters Wolf show, certainly, at the Mullins Center.
He's got 27 points to go with his 4 boards. Hasn't missed a free throw. 6 for 6 from the line as Woodruff blocks Reed in the paint that time. Amherst coming the other way. Aaron pass. McGrath takes it away. Northampton will go slow up the floor with number 55. Peters Wolf driving into the lane, tries to dish it off, but an arm check foul called on Amherst, excuse me. And Northampton will take it out underneath. (35-34). Peters Wolf, quick catch and shoot from the corner. This time, no good. Rebounded by Carey. Douglas brings it up the other way. Drives right past his man, gets into the paint. Nice feed off to Woodruff once again for the and 1. And another great play by Sabir Douglas, finding Woodruff in the paint for the finish.
The Douglas and Woodruff connection once again. What a pass by Douglas. There could have been a foul on Douglas, Andrew, but it was a foul on Woodruff on the layup, and Amherst with a chance to extend their lead.
There wasn't much room that time. Squeezed right between 2 defenders. Gives it off to Woodruff. And I mean, you talk about the offensive side of the floor, the game that Peters Wolf has had. Douglas has had just as good of a game passing the ball. As Woodruff's free throw is good. Douglas up to 6 assists. Woodruff 14 points, and Amherst up 37-35. Peters Wolf from the left wing. He'll throw up another 3, no good. Woodruff gets the rebound. Buford kicks it up ahead. Beckett, the layup, no good. Followed by Woodruff, no. Rebound pulled away by Rivera.
Woodruff came out of nowhere there, Andrew, and just almost put it home. Would have made it a 2-score game. But Northampton with a chance to take the lead themselves once again.
Rivera over to Nichols. Staples on the wing. Staples, he's got Woodruff on him, but he'll kick it over to Peters Wolf instead. To Reed to the corner for Rivera. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Into Reed. Reed driving into the body of Woodruff. Tries to find Peters Wolf on the wing, but he'll throw it away because there's just 1 second left on the shot clock anyways. Amherst will take over. And Amherst will call a timeout with 4:56 left to play. Amherst leads by 2. Let's take a look at some of the three-point shooting today from Naaman Peters Wolf.
Well, that's exactly who the highlights are going to be from. It's just everywhere and everywhere. Naaman Peters Wolf, 27 points and 50% from beyond the arc.
And it doesn't matter where he's shooting it from. I've said it multiple times. Seems like when he was on the right side of the floor, the shot was going up from Cape Cod, and when he's on the left side of the floor, I don't know if you guys are all familiar with the state of Massachusetts pretty well. This one shot it from about Connecticut. But it's been shots getting thrown up from Amherst, Cape Cod, the North Shore, no matter where it's from. It seems like it's been clicking for him.
That
one might have to be southern Connecticut, maybe even closer to New York, like you just mentioned. And from the corner there. Trying to piece it together on this floor. I would call it New York. Let's go with the Bronx. That'll be the specific spot.
And it's just proof that these guys love playing at the Mullen Center each time they're able to do so. And Peters Wolf definitely taking advantage of the opportunity today, living it up on Jack Lehman Court. And man, we have got ourselves a good one. We said on the selection show, or at least for me, this was my favorite matchup of the tournament coming in because you knew the crowd was going to be here. And they have certainly, I think, played a factor in this game. And it's going to be fun all the way down to the final buzzer.
Neighboring towns going head-to-head, a rivalry matchup to start off the season. Certainly has lived up to the expectation. 2-point game, 4:45 to play as we're back underway. Buford hands it off to Beckett. Beckett driving to his right, kicks it, and he turns it over. McGrath comes up with another steal. Northampton will come the other way. That's dangerously close to a 10-second violation there, crossing it just as the clock ticked down to 25 on the shot clock. Peters Wolf gets Buford jumping in the air. Mid-range jump shot can't hit. Reed, the offensive rebound, is fouled on the way up. See the Peters Wolf effect that time. Anytime he looks like he's about to pull up from 3, you better make sure you're contesting it. Reed will head to the line. His first free throw, no good. Eli Reed hasn't showed up much on the score sheet today, just 2 points, but he's been all over the glass today. 9 rebounds. His second free throw, no good. And Douglas comes away with the board. Still a 2-point game. North of 4 minutes to go. Buford, he'll pull from the elbow. Uncomfortable shot, he's fouled. That'll send Buford to the line.
Man, that's not a foul Northampton wants to take late in this game. Still 4 minutes to play, but Amherst with a chance to make this a 2-score game.
Buford at the line. His first free throw, no good. Missed free throws from Amherst today, really starting to hurt them. They're now 8 of 15 from the free throw line. 7 points left on the board. Something that, John, as UMass students, we've seen all too much with the men's basketball team this year, their struggles at the line. As Buford can't knock down either one of them, but the rebound tipped around. Bowman couldn't convert the layup inside. And Northampton will go the other way. Staples hands it off to Reed. As Carey trying to jump the handoff to Peters Wolf, will be a foul on Carey. Both Peters Wolf and Carey hit the deck hard that time, but Northampton will keep possession. Take another look at that one, yeah. Carey just trying to get in there and get a steal.
Eli Reed just walked right into him as well, so that didn't really help. And he was the unmovable force that time. But it'll stay Northampton ball. Inbound
comes in to Nichols Staples. Guarded by Douglas, gives off to Reed. Nice backdoor cut by Peters Wolf, but can't convert the layup. Northampton crowd begging for a foul call, can't get it, but Douglas the other way. Tries to get to Woodruff, gets it there. Woodruff finishes. Samuel Woodruff having himself a night in the paint, up to 16 points and 7 rebounds. Down by 4, Northampton the other way. Reed in the paint, throws up a shot, no good. And a foul called on Samuel Woodruff as Reed hits the deck.
And the Northampton crowd wanted a foul on one end. Amherst goes down to their own end, and Woodruff fighting for the ball and puts it up and in. He's fired up. Now a 2-score game. Northampton changes that right there. Still another shot to be had for Reed.
Reed knocks in the first free throw. 3-point game, 3:16 left to play. Crowd starting to really get behind this one once again. This is the second free throw. Amherst comes away with it. Buford crosses the power U. Peters Wolf all over it. Buford driving to his left, kicks to the corner for Carey. Carey driving in, attacks right at the chest of McGrath. Good defense by McGrath, going straight up. Northampton the other way. Dangerous pass by Peters Wolf to Reed, but Douglas trying to jump his whistle for the foul. That'll send Reed to the line once again, heading to the line for his 3rd trip of the game. He's 1 for 4 so far from the line, 3 points, 9 boards. His first is good to cut the lead down to 2.
Reed, you can tell he has a big part on this Northampton offense. He's only a sophomore.
Knocks in both free throws, and Northampton will call timeout. 39-38, 2:52 left to play here from the Mullins Center between Amherst and Northampton. Don't go anywhere. We've got a great finish in store here from Jack Lehman Court. .252 left to play in the season opener of the men's basketball high school season. Northampton is on defense, Amherst with the ball, up by 1 over Northampton. Rivalry matchup once again has lived up to the expectations here. Dangerous pass to midcourt, but Amherst no trouble breaking the press. As a nice play by Carey, finishing, turning, and talking some junk to Peters Wolf, who lost his shoe there. Quickly slips that one back on. Amherst up by 3. He'll come back up the floor to pull a 3. He knocks it down, and he gives it right back to Carey. These two getting chippy. Peters Wolf with his 8th 3 of the game, up to 30 points.
They just high-fived each other at the end there, so that was pretty cool. But once again, a tied game.
That's a hand check foul called on Jaden Rivera.
But you saw out of that timeout there, Andrew, Northampton showing the full court press, and that allowed Carey open access towards the basket to go ahead with his chance to shoot, but then Peters Wolf responds.
Carey will try and answer the three of his own. No good. Peters Wolf comes away with his rebound. Coming up the other way, McGrath's got it in a tie game. 2 minutes left. Peters Wolf with Buford all over him, driving in. Nice bounce pass to Jaden Rivera in the paint, who knocks it in. Peters Wolf does it with the three, and he does it off the pass.
You got to respect his three ball, but that time he passes it off for the score.
Northampton up by 2. Amherst looking to answer. Douglas gets into the paint. He's fouled. He will head to the free throw line to try and tie it up as he falls to the ground in some pain. Might just be some cramps, as it looks like. As we take a look at this bucket here from Northampton, just a beautiful pass as Rivera cutting back door. Peters Wolf finding him for his first assist of the game. And all eyes turn to Sabir Douglas, who's down with what looks like to be cramping, as Carey and Buford trying to stretch him out, help him to his feet.
Yeah, probably some cramping. He'll walk it off.
Looks like cramping in the left calf. Just trying to work that one out. The chance to head to the line to tie it up. Sabir Douglas today has been all over the stat sheet. 5 points, 3 rebounds, 7 assists. Been to the line already today, 1 for 2 from the line. These are the late game scenarios that you work on in practice, your tired legs. Trying to knock down the free throws as he gets the legs behind that one. Down by 1. These are the practices that you just hated at the end, where your coach would put you at the free throw line and make you make the free throws. Nobody got to go home until the free throws were made. So we're seeing that from Douglas here. The second free throw is no good. 1 point game. McGrath the rebound for Northampton. Nichols Staples the other way. Is fouled by Douglas, who's just trying to get off the floor with his cramp. Picks up his 4th personal, but he'll head to the bench to try and get situated. That puts Nichols Staples at the free throw line.
Yeah, that is a tough situation for Amherst right there. Douglas has to come out, but Northampton is in the lead and now has a chance to extend it at the free throw line.
And Nichols Staples showing some frustration after missing the first free throw. It's been a tough night for him. 3 points, 1 for 7 from the floor, 1 for 3 from the free throw line. Can't knock down the second one, but an offensive rebound by Eli Reed, his 10th. Peters Wolf will step into a wide open 3. No good. Rebounded by Buford, and he's fouled 80 feet away from the hoop by Eli Reed. And Amherst doesn't seem to be in the bonus yet, so it won't hurt him too bad. And I take those words right back. He'll head to the free throw line for a chance to tie and take the lead.
That's a big foul, like you said, Andrew, 80 feet from the basket. And all of a sudden, 2 good free throws put them in the lead.
Buford will step to the line. He's got 6 points and 8 boards today. His first. No good once again from Amherst at the line. They're now 9 of 19 from the free throw line. And if you were to ask Coach Jamal Jackson what's been hurting them today, I'm sure he'll tell you it's the free throws.
Buford has to make this.
Buford second. Also no good once again. Rivera the rebound. And Amherst's free throw woe is really hurting them late in the game here. Minute 20 left. Need to get a stop here if you're Amherst. Amherst all over Peters Wolf, denying him the ball. Nicholas Staples has it top of the key. Just over a minute left to play. Steps through on the layup, blocked by Buford. Gets the rebound, goes the other way. Kicks it inside, can't handle the pass is Saya. And Peters Wolf coming the other way. All eyes on Peters Wolf as he heads downhill. Fouled hard by Woodruff. Almost got the shot to go as he was falling laterally to the floor. And he'll head to the line for 2 free throws.
And Peters Wolf, you thought he might just pull up with the jumper at the top of the key there, but he goes into the paint and gets fouled.
His first free throw rims out as Douglas gets through those cramps and will head back into the game for the final 53 seconds. Peters Wolf's, that was his first missed free throw of the game. He knocks down the second with no problem to make it a 2-point game. As Carey has it stripped away by Eli Reed, trying to break the press and fouls. As Nicholas Staples gives a quick body check to Eli Reed and a nice look down to Carey on the floor. It's getting real chippy here at the Mullins Center. It's just a nice job by Eli Reed pulling the chair on Carey, who is ready for the contact, comes away with the steal.
The sophomore, Andrew, looking like a senior on Jack Lehman court. Great awareness to steal the ball away that time, and now has a chance to all but end this game.
For a sophomore, I'm sure it's a great feeling to be playing at the Mullins Center, putting in a good performance as the crowd, their student section, started chanting his name. So we'll head to the line to try and make it a 2-possession game with 47 seconds left. He's 3 for 6 at the line today with 5 points and 10 boards. His first free throw is good. (45-42). Second one at the line is also good to make it a 2-possession game. Big free throws by Eli Reed, the sophomore. Buford coming the other way, down by 4. Timeout called by Coach Jackson. Buford was making his way downhill. 41.6 seconds left to play. Jamal Jackson takes the timeout to talk it over with his team. We will take a quick break here from the Mullins Center. Don't go anywhere. Still a thrilling finish left to come here at the Pioneer Valley tip-off. Final 41.6 seconds to play, as should Amherst be able to tie this one up, we would have a 4-minute overtime. But first, Amherst has got to get themselves out of this 2-possession hole. 41 seconds left. Coming out of the timeout, Woodruff will take the inbound for Amherst. It'll come in, and Eli Reed with yet another steal for Northampton as the inbound tried to get it into Buford. And Ty Lawn picks up the foul and will send Northampton to the line for 2.
All of a sudden, it's the Eli Reed show, Andrew. Gets the steal on the inbound. And now Peters Wolf will head to the line to end the game, perhaps.
That's Peters Wolf's first free throw. Didn't have enough on that one. Trying to make it a 5-point game now. 37 seconds left. Still plenty of time for Amherst. Peters Wolf's second free throw also no good, but an offensive rebound by McGrath. Amherst had to foul there, but Peters Wolf dribbled right into Eli Reed. And unlucky for Douglas, picked up the foul right before the collision and the steal happened. Peters Wolf will head back to the line to try and knock down these free throws.
The ball just going the way of Northampton right now. And, well.
Peters Wolf, who started 6 for 6 from the line today, just 1 for his last 5. As he is able to knock in the second one to make it a 5-point game. 47-42. 30 seconds left. Douglas gets it over half on the pressure of Rivera. Rivera all over Douglas. Forces Douglas to throw up a prayer, but draws the foul. And Douglas will shoot 2.
I think that's what Amherst wants right there. Free throws, that'll be a good thing for them if they can just get a turnover off the inbounds or something. Assuming Douglas is able to hit both these shots, that'll put him in range to tie.
Well, Nichols Staples will check back in for Jaden Rivera here as Samir Douglas will head back to the free throw line. He's 2 for 4, and Amherst as a whole 9 for 20 from the line. Really need to convert at the line here if you want to give yourselves a chance in the final seconds. Douglas's first free throw is no good once again, and the free throw bug just biting Amherst. Peters Wolf getting a lot of love from his fans over here right behind us as Douglas knocks in the second free throw, and Amherst will take another timeout. With 21.1 left, Amherst down by 4. Amherst will get into a press, try and force some turnovers and claw their way back into the game. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Pioneer Valley Tip-Off presented by the Oakview Group. .1 left to play from Jack Lehman Court in the Mullins Center here in the beautiful Amherst, Massachusetts. So we've got this rivalry opening tip-off matchup between Northampton and Amherst. Amherst getting into their full court press, down by 4, looking to force a turnover. Inbound comes into Peters Wolf, quickly out to Callan, over to Nichols Staples. Across half court, he is fouled on a hand check by Thailand. That'll send Nichols Staples to the free throw line with a chance to possibly ice this game away.
Just a great effort from Northampton all day, Andrew. They came up a little bit sloppy to start the second half, but have cleaned up everything since then, and it's been just a closely contested second half that they are seemingly going to come out on top of.
Well, Amherst found themselves down by as much as 11 in this game, clawed their way back here, led by as much as 5 in the third quarter, and it's been a closely contested battle ever since to the finish line here. 13.3 seconds. As the refs are talking something over ahead of these free throws from Brady Nichols Staples. Zorvek will check back into the game for Callan. Nichols Staples at the line, trying to make this a 6-point game. His first free throw, no good. The free throw bug is biting both teams today. 15 for 27 at the line is Northampton today. The second one is good to make it a 5-point game. Amherst has to go fast. Buford, 10 seconds left. Handle of it, working on Reed. Got to get a shot up over to Douglas. Douglas working on the left wing for 3, no good. And Peters Wolf comes away with the rebound, and Northampton holds on to take down their crosstown rivals 48-43 here at the Mullen Center in the Pioneer Valley tip-off. So take a look at some highlights from the game.
Just what a game, Andrew. Peters Wolf, I think, certainly will get the Player of the Game award, but what a great rivalry matchup we saw tonight. It was just back and forth, especially all of that second half. And there was some words said on either sides, and the crowd was into it, and everyone was just having fun. Amherst took the win last year. Now Northampton will take the win courtesy of Peters Wolf.
As they like to hand out their Player of the Game award at the end of every single game here in the Pioneer Valley tip-off. And I think there's no doubt where it'll head today. It was a beautiful effort by Naaman Peters Wolf today. Finished the game with 32 points, 6 rebounds to go with 8 3-pointers and 8 free throws made on the day. What an incredible performance for Northampton as they pull out the win. 48-43. I've been Andrew Samaha, signing off for John Ruggiero here from the Pioneer Valley tip-off. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock for more basketball here in the Pioneer Valley tip-off.